campaign by leveraging the latest tools and techniques, enhancing your strategic thinking, analytical skills, and practical knowledge of digital platforms. In terms of the key learning objectives, by the end of this course, we expect you to gain a comprehensive view of current trends, platforms, and evolving consumer behaviors in terms of understanding the digital marketing landscape. Next, you should be able to master the seamless integration of various digital channels for cohesive campaigns. And I did, and so this is where omni-channel marketing comes in. Next, you should be able to utilize data to measure campaign effectiveness and inform future decisions. 4, you should be able to develop robust strategies aligning digital efforts with business objectives. And last but not the least, you should be able to craft compelling content and engagement tactics that resonates with target audiences. And finally, you should be able to navigate the legal and ethical complexities of digital marketing responsibly. In terms of the course outline, we'll possibly look at an introductory to digital marketing, and here we'll be exploring the foundational concepts, history, and evolution of the digital marketing landscape, right? We did an introduction to digital marketing management in the first semester. This time around, we want to focus on the evolving nature of the digital marketing landscape in terms of the introduction. And then we'll move to strategic digital marketing planning. We'll consider search engine optimization and search engine marketing into details. We'll also consider social media marketing. Content marketing and email marketing will be next, followed by digital advertising and paid media. And if there's time, we'll obviously look at mobile marketing. Of course, because yours is 4 weeks, I doubt if you'll be able to handle this, but if you have time, you can as well read on these topics: voice search and AI in marketing. Next, data analytics and performance measurement. Next will be e-commerce and commerce optimization, followed by customer relationship management and marketing automation. Next will be digital PR and influencer marketing. And then we'll look at the legal and ethical considerations in digital marketing. And then there'll be a capstone project. So this is the difference between the online study and those who are mainstream. For the online, because we're doing 4 weeks, we are likely to end on mobile marketing, right? But those who are within the mainstream, they are likely to also consider these other topics. And so since you'll be getting the same certificate, it's important that you read on these topics to be at par with the mainstream students, right? Okay. What about the essential reading list? Of course, I have a textbook on digital marketing strategy and planning. That is principles, frameworks, and best practices. Well, I'll show you that online soon. And then we have one by Shafi, And Ellis Chadwick, 2022, Digital Marketing Strategy, Implementation and Practice, Pearson. And the next one is by Ryan, 2020, Digital Marketing Understanding the Basics, Kogan Page. And then there is one other book by King Snuff, 2022, Digital Marketing Strategy and Integrated Approach. Right. So those of you who may be interested in getting these books, possibly you can go online and let me see if I can get my 10 pages. Digital marketing strategy and planning. So just trying to see if I can get my book as an example as to how you'll be able to get these books online. Of course, they are for sale. And my books have been translated into about 60 languages across the world. So we need to look for the English version. Digital marketing. AI, machine learning. Digital marketing strategy and planning. I think this one is being sold by the Chinese. One Yeah, so this is being sold in China. I wanted to see if we could get one other one, digital marketing management. Uh, Marketing strategy and planning. What is this book? Digital marketing strategy and planning. Oh, oh, wait. Think, okay, so we have digital marketing strategy and planning here as well. Okay, I just want to compare from the various bookshops. So this is in Chinese. As I indicated, it's been translated into several languages. Of course, this is in Chinese. I don't even know what they've written here. Let's look at the English bookshops. Okay. And I guess this is a bookshop. Oh no, this is also in another language, right? Let's see. I just want to, let's see if we can get it from the either Amazon or the other English bookshops. Hmm. So, course rep, how many hours do we have today?
Sir, please, we have 4 hours, please. 8
Yeah,
to 10,
but but
and then
but we'll do everything within 2 hours, and then we can
oh,
all go
okay,
to,
sir. All right.
yeah.
Okay.
So after this, I'll be handling the first topic, and then
Okay,
we
sir.
call it a day.
Okay, all right. Sure.
Yeah, that's the English version of this book. Version. I think people who do not speak English are rather more interested, of course. So as you can see, this is going for like I don't know which country is this, whether it's Spanish or Brazilian. I don't know which currency uh, symbol is this, but it's around $150 or so. Right. Now, if I may just read the synopsis for you, because I have my artist copy. Okay, so this is the book, and it's about 457 pages, right? And so, digital marketing strategy and planning, principles, frameworks, and best practices. As you can see, they've stamped it for artist use only. So, this is my artist copy, right? And if you may permit me to read the synopsis for you, perhaps it will also inform your decision. You are required to actually get at least 2 or 3 of the reading list, so you'll be able to get a proper note and ready yourself for exams, right? So, Digital Marketing Strategy and Planning is an academic textbook that offers a thorough guide to creating and executing effective digital marketing strategies. It covers essential concepts, strategic models, and practical tools to help marketers align digital initiatives with business objectives. Key topics include audience segmentation, competitive analysis, goal setting, channel selection, budgeting, and performance tracking. The book emphasizes data-driven decision-making, customer-centric planning, and the integration of digital tactics across platforms like search, social media, email, and mobile, featuring case studies and interactive exercises. It combines theory with practical application to enhance critical thinking. Um, Ideal for students, educators, and professionals. It also explores emerging trends and technologies shaping the future of digital marketing strategy. So it's a solid book, and I recommend it for you. In fact, whether you buy or not, I will get my 10% royalty at the end of the year. It's in over 60 countries, you know, and so that will be up to you. Okay, so let's make some progress. Of course, for course requirements, you already know class attendance, makeup exams, academic honesty, class participation for makeup exams. I think some of your colleagues decided to call me after you were done with the exams. That they had an official duty and all sorts of excuses. And if I could possibly give them the chance to sit for the exams, please. I am not Academic Affairs Directorate, neither am I the faculty exams officer. And so once exams time is over, as lecturers, we cannot do any other thing than to mark your scripts and hand over your scores. So if you have any issues with the exams, please go speak to Academic Affairs or the faculty exams officer, right? But when it comes to internal continuous assessment, yes, you need to make up exams, and you're able to provide tangible reason why you absented yourself. Perhaps at my discretion, I may decide to conduct a makeup exams for you or not. Of course, academic honesty is critical. Class participation should be active. Steady expectation is that you should dedicate sufficient time outside of class for reading assignments and project work, because this is more of an online. You're supposed to do majority of the work yourself, right? You can use laptops, mobile devices for note-taking and relevant course activities only during class hours. Timeliness is important, and we should have mutual respect for each other. In terms of the assessment mode, obviously, you will be assessed through a variety of methods designed to evaluate both your theoretical understanding and practical application of the course. And so you may analyze real-life digital marketing strategies and the outcomes, applying theoretical concepts to practical scenarios. You may also be asked to develop and present a comprehensive digital marketing strategy for a business, simulating a real-world client engagement. And 3, if there's time, we'll test your theoretical knowledge of digital marketing concepts, tools, and strategies through periodic assessment or during exams. And then we may also engage in debates on current trends and ethical issues in digital marketing, fostering critical thinking and collaborative learning. Of course, in terms of the assessment, there will be either a mid-semester exams or a PowerPoint presentation by each student, and that attracts a mark of 20. There's going to be an individual assignment that also attracts a mark of 20. And then you have your end of semester exams, which attract a mark of 60, right? And so this is your first case study assignment. It's about Power Gear Company Limited. The background is on digital consumer behavior and journey analysis, right? Now I read, Power Gear, a mid-sized e-commerce retailer specializing in electronics, has noticed a decline in customer engagement and conversion rate on its website. The marketing team suspects that changes in consumer behavior are impacting sales. They have tasked you with analyzing their digital customer journey and recommending strategies to improve engagement and conversion, right? And so for the questions, you have 4 questions. Map out that. So question 1 is asking you to map out the digital customer journey for Power Gear's target audience. Question 2 is asking you to identify the key touch points where consumers engage with the brand. Question 3 Analyze potential pain points and reasons for drop-offs. And question 4, recommend strategies to enhance customer engagement and conversion rates. You should do a minimum of 1,000 words for this assignment, right? Meaning by the time you're done, you should be doing like 5 pages, either 4.5 or 5 pages, minimum, plus your references, right? And mind you, each question should attract a minimum of 5 points for a markup. And you should be able to explain each point very well and relate it to the case study. So by the time you're done with a point, you should be doing almost close to half a page for 1 point. And so if you decide to submit an assignment on 1 page or 2 page, know that technically you have failed because you haven't even addressed the technical aspect of the assignment. The assignment says minimum of 1,000 words, right? And also make sure it is well paraphrased so that it is able to pass your similarity index test. If you can, take it through the Tenety and add the Tenety report to it. So that's about the assignment. Immediately we're done, course rep remind me, and I'll possibly drop it for you to share with your colleagues.
Okay, sir.
Now, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. And this is by Steve Jobs, right? So having concluded on the course outline, I want us to quickly consider the first topic. Yeah, so we want to consider a brief history of digital marketing, right? And so by way of introduction, digital marketing, as we all know, it to evolve has actually transformed how businesses connect with their audiences, driven by technological advancement and changing consumer behaviors. Understanding its evolution, therefore, provides valuable insights into current practices and future trends. And so here is an in-depth examination at its journey. We'll be looking at the early days of the internet, followed by search engines and PPCs. Next will be the social media boom, followed by mobile revolution. Then we'll have data-driven marketing. And then we'll end on AI and emerging techs. Right? And this is very interesting. It's not easy to piece out all these evolution together, history together, because you see it in pieces across many books. Right. So let's look at the Web 1.0, and that's the early days of the internet. This evolved around the 1990s. I hope many of you were born, or some of you were born by then. So obviously the 1990s marked the birth of the World Wide Web known as the Web 1.0 era. This period was characterized by static, text-based websites with minimum interactivity. Websites were primarily composed of HTML pages linked together with hyperlinks, offering limited design and functionality. In fact, content was static, meaning it remained unchanged until manually updated by a webmaster. It is important to note that these early websites were purely informational presenting text and images without dynamic elements or multimedia integration. Users then could only read the content without interacting or engaging with it. And so the lack of interactivity and user participation defined the Web 1.0 experience, serving as a one-way communication channel between businesses and consumers. Now, despite its limitations, the Web 1.0 laid the foundation for the digital world, thereby introducing businesses to the potential of an online presence. Of course, in terms of its limitations, the Web 1.0 faced several limitations, primarily due to its lack of interactivity and user-generated content. Unlike today's web experiences, users could not comment, share, or participate in discussions, making their role purely passive. The absence of social sharing options restricted word-of-mouth marketing and organic content distribution. Additionally, websites were not dynamic, meaning content updates were infrequent and required technical expertise, right? And so this hindered businesses from providing timely information, promotions, or news updates. Of course, feedback loops were also non-existent, limiting customer insights and data collection. The inability to engage users actually reduced customer loyalty and restricted personalized experiences. It is worthy of note that these limitations eventually led to the evolution of Web 2.0, which focused more on interactivity, collaboration, and user-generated content. Let's then consider the rise of email as a marketing tool. Of course, the rise of email as a marketing tool revolutionized direct communication in the digital age. Email allowed businesses to reach potential customers quickly and cost effectively compared to traditional mail or print advertisements, right? During the early days of digital marketing, bulk email campaigns became popular as they could be sent to large audiences simultaneously, thereby promoting goods, services, and company news. Businesses also leveraged email to announce new product launches, special offers, and newsletters directly reaching consumers' inboxes. And so the ability to personalize emails by addressing recipients by name actually added a touch of familiarity, enhancing customer engagement. It is important to know that email marketing proved to be more targeted and measurable than traditional marketing methods, thereby enabling businesses to track open rates, click-through rates, and conversion metrics. This data-driven approach actually allowed for better campaign optimization and return on investment measurement, solidifying email's roles as a cornerstone of digital marketing. But of course, there were concerns. Despite its potential, email marketing faced significant challenges, primarily due to spam issues. And so marketers initially focused on mass emailing, sending unsolicited messages to extensive lists without segmentation or personalization. And so this led to irrelevant and intrusive communication, overwhelming users with spam emails. It is important to note that the lack of regulation contributed to unethical practices, including spammy subject lines, which is still in vogue today, deceptive content, and unsolicited marketing messages. As a result, email users became increasingly frustrated, and the credibility of email marketing was jeopardized, right? And so to address this challenge, governments introduced anti-spam regulations, such as the Can-Spam Act 2003 in the United States of America, which established guidelines for commercial emails. I think we are yet to get something like that in Ghana. Ghana is a young democracy, and I think our parliamentarians are doing what they can do, right? Now, the Can-Spam Act 2003 in the United States actually mandated clear identification of promotional content, opt-out options, and accurate sender information. These regulations improved email marketing practices, encouraged transparency, and user content. Consequently, marketers were able to shift towards targeted and permission-based email campaigns, thereby enhancing relevance and user experience. Let's consider the evolving nature of search engines and search engine optimization. You've had introductory lessons to search engines and search engine optimization and digital marketing management. But in terms of the history behind it, you do not have that. This search engine and search engine optimization actually evolved in the late 1980s to the early 2000s, right? Now, the emergence of search engines like Yahoo and later Google revolutionized how people accessed information online, fundamentally changing the digital landscape. Before search engines, users navigated the web through directories and static links, making information retrieval cumbersome and time-consuming. And so what happened? Yahoo introduced directory-based searching, but Google's launch in 1998 marked a turning point with its innovative PageRank algorithm, which ranked web pages based on relevance and authority. This shift actually transformed how users discovered content, driving businesses to optimize their online presence. Consequently, the rise of search engines gave birth to search engine optimization, as companies aim to improve their visibility of search engine results pages. By strategically using keywords, meta tags, and backlinks, businesses are able to enhance their search rankings, driving organic traffic and increasing brand exposure. It is important to know that the evolution of search engines actually continue to influence digital marketing strategies, emphasizing the importance of relevance, authority, and user experience. Let's also consider the evolving nature of pay-per-click advertising. The launch of Google AdWords. Now, Google Ads in 2000 actually revolutionized online advertising by introducing the pay-per-click model. Unlike traditional display ads, where advertisers paid a fixed fee regardless of engagement, pay-per-click actually allowed businesses to pay only when users click on their ads. This cost-effective model made digital advertising accessible to businesses of all sizes. In fact, advertisers bid on keywords relevant to their target audience, with ads displayed alongside search results. This approach connected businesses directly with potential customers who were actively searching for related goods or services. It is worthy of note that Google's contextual targeting also ensured that ads were relevant to users search queries, thereby increasing click-through rates and driving qualified traffic. Pay-per-click therefore became a powerful lead generation tool, enabling businesses to reach high-intent users at the right moment in their buying journey. Therefore, the success of Google Ads paved the way for other platforms, including Bing Ads, Facebook Ads, and LinkedIn Ads, solidifying pay-per-click as a cornerstone of digital marketing. Let's then move on to also appreciate the social media boom, which evolved around the mid-2000s. In fact, the emergence of social media platforms such as Facebook launched in 2004, Twitter launched in 2006, and LinkedIn launched in 2003, to mention a few, actually revolutionized how businesses engage with their customers. These platforms provided direct communication channels, enabling brands to interact with their audiences in real time. Companies utilized social media to build vibrant communities, foster brand loyalty, and gain valuable customer insights through comments, likes, and shares. And so by actively participating in conversations and addressing customer queries and concerns, brands have been able to actually enhance customer satisfaction and trust. Social platforms also facilitated user feedback and crowdsource ideas, thereby helping businesses to refine their goods and services. Let's consider user-generated content as an aspect of this revolution. In fact, social media platforms did encourage the creation and sharing of user-generated content, known by the acronym UGC, which transformed customers into brand advocates. User-generated content, including customer reviews, testimonials, photos, and videos, became a powerful marketing tool as consumers began to trust peer opinions more than traditional advertisements. And so brands were able to leverage user-generated content to build authenticity and credibility by showcasing real customer experiences. Campaigns featuring hashtags, challenges, or contests motivated users to create and share content, thereby amplifying brand visibility. Consequently, user-generated content enhanced social proof, influencing potential buyers in terms of their purchase decisions by highlighting positive user experiences. Therefore, by integrating user-generated content into marketing strategies, businesses were able to establish trust and fostered a sense of community and loyalty. Let's also consider the evolving nature of influencer marketing. The rise of influencers significantly impacted digital marketing dynamics, with social media platforms enabling individuals to gain massive followings and establish authority in niche areas such as fashion, fitness, beauty, and technology, to mention a few. Brands then began collaborating with influencers to reach targeted audiences more authentically and effectively. It is worthy of note that influencers provided relatable product reviews, tutorials, and lifestyle integrations, seamlessly promoting products within their daily routines. Unlike traditional celebrity endorsements, such as what we've been witnessing with Nana Mama Brown, etc., influencer marketing resonated more with audiences due to its genuine and personal touch. This authenticity built trust and credibility, thereby influencing consumer decisions and driving higher engagement and conversion rates. So as influencers continue to shape consumer trends, brands strategically partnered with them to enhance brand awareness and expand their reach. What about content marketing? The evolution of content marketing. Of course, digital marketing witnessed a significant shift from promotional messages to value-driven content. I hope you are following the flow. That actually educates, entertains, or solves customer problems. Brands now recognize that providing valuable content builds trust, credibility, and long-term relationships with the audiences, right? And so informative blogs, how-to guides, educational videos, and expert insights have actually helped businesses to position themselves as industry thought leaders. Entertaining content such as memes, challenges, and interactive quizzes actually engaged users while subtly also conveying brand messages. By focusing on delivering value rather than direct selling, content marketing have enhanced brand awareness, customer loyalty, and overall engagement. And it is important to know that this approach also supported the search engine optimization efforts by attracting organic traffic through relevant and meaningful content. What about the multimedia integration? As audience preference diversified, content marketing then evolved. So we are looking at its involvement, right? Evolving in nature. So content marketing actually evolved to include a wide range of multimedia formats, catering to different consumption habits. Traditional text-based blogs were complemented by engaging videos, infographics, podcasts, and interactive content. Videos in particular gained immense popularity due to their visual appeal and storytelling capabilities. So platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok enable brands to connect with audiences through short-form and long-form videos, live streaming, and behind-the-scene content. Infographics therefore simplified complex information into visually appealing graphics, making them highly shareable to both prospective buyers and current buyers. Podcasts also provided convenient audio content for on-the-go listeners, while interactive content like polls and quizzes encouraged user participation. And so by adopting a multimedia approach, brands effectively were actually captured audience attention, enhanced engagement, and conveyed messages more dynamically. Yeah, so sorry for that interruption. I had to pick a call. So let's also consider the mobile revolution, and that evolved around the 2010s. And this has to do with the smartphones and mobile internet usage, also referred to as mobile optimized content. Now, with the widespread adoption of smartphones, mobile internet usage actually surpassed desktop browsing, prompting businesses to prioritize mobile-friendly digital experiences. This shift led to the development of responsive websites that automatically adjust to different screen sizes, thereby ensuring seamless navigation and readability on mobile devices. Additionally, mobile-first design became a standard practice, focusing on simplicity, fast loading times, and intuitive interfaces tailored to touchscreens. Mobile apps gained popularity for providing enhanced user experiences, offering personalized content and leveraging device features like push notifications and camera integrations. And so by optimizing content for mobile users, businesses improved customer engagement, reduced bounce rates, and increased conversion rates. Let's put into perspective the location-based marketing. The integration of GPS technology in smartphones these days revolutionized digital marketing by enabling location-based marketing strategies. Brands now are able to leverage geo-targeted ads, delivering personalized promotions to users based on their real-time location. For example, retail stores and restaurants do use location data to send push notifications with special offers to nearby customers, driving foot traffic and increasing sales. During the Christmas, I was driving around East Legon, and obviously I had this push notification that there was, what's the name? Oh, it was a buffet around full option. And so I just decided to drive in there with my family and we had fun. That's an example of push notification in terms of the use of location-based marketing, right? And I believe you all do go through such experiences. Additionally, geofencing actually allowed businesses to define virtual boundaries and trigger notifications, or ads when users entered or exited specific areas. So by utilizing location-based marketing, companies are able to enhance the relevance and timeliness of their messaging, thereby boosting engagement and conversion rates. What about app-based ecosystems? Of course, mobile apps have become a crucial component of digital marketing, whether we like it or not, offering personalized experiences and fostering customer loyalty. So unlike mobile websites, apps actually provide enhanced functionality, faster loading times, and offline access, leading to better user engagement. Consequently, brands do use apps to actually implement loyalty programs, offering exclusive discounts, rewards, and personalized recommendations to encourage repeat purchase. I'm going to be rushing you a bit because your colleagues in the mainstream masters program are also waiting, right? Now, let's look at mobile marketing strategies. We even need that. Let's move on because we've done location-based and all that. Let's move on to social media advertising, right? That's the platform-specific ads. Of course, social media platforms like Instagram launched in 2010 and Snapchat launched in 2011 introduced highly visual and interactive advertising formats tailored to mobile-first audiences. Instagram, for example, popularized stories, short-lived content that actually appears at the top of users' feeds, thereby allowing brands to create engaging, full-screen ads with photos, videos, and swipe-up links. Snapchat, on the other hand, pioneered sponsored lenses and geo filters, offering immersive brand experiences through augmented reality. This platform-specific ad formats enabled brands to connect with younger audiences through visually appealing interactive content. By leveraging the unique features of each platform, businesses are able to maximize engagement and brand awareness. What about behavioral targeting? Social media platforms utilize advanced algorithms to analyze user behavior, including browsing habits, likes, shares, and interaction, thereby enabling highly personalized ad targeting. This behavioral targeting approach ensures that users see ads relevant to their interests and needs, thereby increasing engagement and conversion rates. For example, Facebook's sophisticated advertising platform allows businesses to target audiences based on detailed demographics, psychographics in terms of interest, behaviors, and even past purchase activity. And so personalized ads enhanced user experiences by delivering relevant content, reducing ad fatigue, and increasing the likelihood of conversion. This data-driven targeting strategy has made social media advertising one of the most effective digital marketing channels. Now, let's consider the last stretch of the evolution of digital marketing, and that has to do with data-driven marketing and automation. No, I think the last but one. And this actually evolved around the 2015s onwards, right? And the first aspect has to do with the big data and analytics, also known as personalized marketing strategies. In fact, big data analytics has transformed digital marketing by enabling businesses to understand consumer behavior, preferences, and purchase patterns on a granular level. And so, by collecting and analyzing vast amounts of data from multiple sources, such as social media interactions, browsing history, and purchase behavior, companies can create hyper-personalized marketing campaigns. In terms of predictive analytics, this is basically powered by machine learning models. And this has enabled marketers to anticipate customer needs and preferences more accurately. By analyzing historical data and identifying patterns, predictive algorithms can actually forecast future behaviors such as purchase likelihood or churn risk. Of course, there are data privacy concerns. As businesses increasingly rely on big data for personalized marketing, data privacy concerns have grown among consumers. Issues related to data collection, storage, and usage have raised ethical questions and regulatory challenges. In response, governments worldwide introduced strict data privacy regulations, such as the General Data Protection Regulation in Europe that was passed in 2018, and the California Consumer Privacy Act in the United States that was passed in 2020. In local environment, I think there is the Consumer Protection Act, but that act is not as comprehensive as what the Europeans and Americans have passed, right? And so we still have a lot to do as Ghanaians. Now, these regulations require businesses to obtain explicit consent before collecting personal data and give consumers greater control over their information. To comply with these regulations, companies must implement transparent data practices, enhance cybersecurity measures, and prioritize user privacy to maintain trust and avoid legal repercussions. Now, let's quickly end or bring down the curtain by considering AI and emerging technologies, which evolved around the 2020s and beyond, right? Including 2026. And within this evolution, we're going to be discussing AI and machine learning, chatbots, and virtual assistants, AI content generation, voice search, and then end on AR and VR. Now, let's look at AI and machine learning. Artificial intelligence and machine learning have revolutionized data analysis, enabling businesses to gain deeper insights into customer behavior and preferences. AI-driven analytics do provide predictive marketing capabilities, thereby allowing brands to anticipate customer needs and trends. This enables dynamic content personalization, where marketing messages are tailored to individual user preferences in real time. Then we have chatbots and virtual assistants. AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants have transformed customer service by providing 24/7 support, significantly improving response time and user satisfaction. These intelligent bots are integrated into websites, messaging apps, and social media platforms, offering instant answers to frequently asked questions personalized product recommendation, and seamless order processing. I've been working on a research on AI chatbot quality with some students of mine, and I think this year, God willing, we should be able to publish it. Then we have what we call the content generation and optimization. In fact, AI tools like ChatGPT and other advanced content generation platforms have also revolutionized digital marketing by streamlining content creation and optimization. In fact, these tools can generate high quality search engine optimization, optimized blog posts, social media captions, email marketing content, and more within seconds. Additionally, AI algorithms analyze user engagement metrics to optimize content strategies, thereby ensuring maximum reach and impact. What about voice search and smart devices, also known as voice search optimization? Take note. Now, the rise of voice assistants like Alexa, Google Assistant, and Siri has changed how consumers search for information online. Voice searches are typically more conversational and longer than text-based queries, prompting businesses to optimize their content accordingly. This involves using natural language. In our case, we do use Tree, Dagbani, Ewe, and even Gan, right? Question-based keywords and concise, informative answers. Additionally, voice search optimization focuses on local SEOs, as users often search for nearby services using phrases like near me, right? And so by adopting voice search strategies, brands can enhance their visibility and accessibility, thereby catering to the growing number of users relying on voice-activated search. Then we have augmented reality and virtual reality, also referred to as interactive experience. Of course, AR and VR technologies have revolutionized customer experiences by offering immersive and interactive engagement. Augmented reality, for example, allows customers to visualize products in their real-world environment before pitches, such as virtual try-ons for clothing, makeup, or furniture placement in their homes. However, virtual reality provides fully immersive experiences like virtual tours of real estate properties, travel destinations, or behind-the-scenes brand stories. These technologies not only enhance the shopping experience, but also reduce return rates as customers can make more informed purchase decisions. As for the importance of digital marketing, we've treated that last semester, and so we need not repeat it. Of course, global reach, targeted engagement, flexibility and scalability, cost-effective and measurable, enhanced interaction, competitive advantage, right? What about the digital consumer behavior? I think we've also done something on it. And the steps involved are obviously awareness, consideration, there's decision, post-purchase decision, and there's advocacy. So I think this should bring us to the end of this facilitation. As you can see, my phone is ringing. I think we need to be looking at the timetable very well because your program seems to be running concurrently with that of the mainstream graduate schools. And so we're struggling to keep up with time. So I want to pause here. Course rep, I will quickly drop the 2 slides into your WhatsApp straight away and the assignment. I'll take the assignment by next week, since we have only 4 weeks. Okay, I'll take it by next 2 weeks. And so take note that next 2 weeks, we'll be having the in-person PPT presentation on your assignment, and it will be scored. So everybody should make him or herself available. So it means next week too, I'll take the second topic, and then the third week we'll do the PPT.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right. I wish
Okay.
you all the best and hope to see you next week.
Thank you very much, sir. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, Kenneth. Ken, are we done?
Yes, we are done. So I'll send the link for the afternoon one at 1:30, since the class is 2
All right.
p.m. Okay. All
And
right.
please, take the slides together with
Yeah.
the
Oh, don't worry.
assignment.
Maybe we have a friend, some fun, send him to me. Any assignment. So.
Because pressure that so in-person presentation next 2 weeks. That is easy.
And then next week, I'll see in person. Oh.
Also in person. How come I
Alright.
say yeah, what you be saying?
Okay, no problem.
I see in person. So I say, mas in person yeah, me yeah no Sunday, Saturday and Sunday. Only Saturday.
What's Saturday?
Me na me catch on. So anyone can yeah buy in person
No
Saturday
problem.
then Sunday. Only Saturday.
No problem. Okay. Simude, Yebeka Sawai, okay.
All right. Take care.
Anna, the new colleagues, please, if you have any challenge, feel free to enter my DM, okay? Please, can you hear me? The January 2026 intake. If you have any challenge, please, you are welcome in my DM, okay? Rachel and is it Sefako and the rest, okay?
Okay, all right.
All right, okay. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.